All right, so like I had received a quick phone call, but going on, we'll read that again. Baruch chapter 4, verse 28. For as it was your minds to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. So now that the Lord has opened up our minds and has put the Spirit on us to forsake the world and forsake whatever we was into before coming to this truth, guess what, man? We are to seek Him 10 times more. All right, harder than we went for anything in the world, man. You know, verse 29. For he that hath brought these plagues upon you, and what are those plagues going into, man? The curses are listed in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, shall bring you everlasting joy with your salvation. So we coming into a point in time where the Lord, He's getting ready to lift up these curses and shower the blessings upon us, man. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verses 1 through 14. All right, guess what? Where are those curses going? Well, let's read it. First, let's go to the book of Revelation chapter 22 and verse 3. It says, and there shall be no more curse, but the throne of the Most High and of the Lamb shall be in it, and His servants shall serve Him. And this is going to happen, all right, when Yahweh Shai comes back, man. All right, the curse is being lifted off of us. Guess what? Yahweh Shai, He gonna take the curses up off of us. Right, He's gonna give us those new bodies. All right, put the new covenant in our inward parts. And guess what? Hey, where are those curses going? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, and verse 7. It says, and the Lord Yahweh thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. You see, so hey man, Esau, man, is only experiencing a tap on the wrist, all right, of what we as a nation have been through, right? Because the scripture saying Daniel 9, under the whole heaven hath not been, all right, done unto any other nation, all right, like unto Jerusalem, roughly paraphrasing. You see, so hey man, Esau is going to experience all the curses are in their totality, man, and their fullness in the kingdom, man. See, so once again, hey, look, man, the Lord is getting started with you Edomites, man. Y'all don't know what's in store for you, man. Y'all do not fucking know, man. Y'all have no fucking idea, man. So let's go back to Baruch chapter 4 and verse 30. It says, take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for He that gave thee that name will comfort thee. And the Lord, all right, is comforting us now with His word, man. All right, He sent us the comforter, man. All right, via the Holy Spirit. All right. Verse 31, it says, miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoice at thy fall. You see, so hey man, these heathens, man, the Lord's getting ready to bring miseries upon these heathens, man, beginning with Esau, Edom, so-called white men. And you can see these Edomites, man, experiencing misery. You got a lot of homeless, Edomites, man. They're crying and breaking down and killing themselves, right? Because of how hard it is to maintain a living here in America. Living expenses and groceries and things of that nature, man. You see, but hey, man, us Israelites, man. Hey, we're used to being broke, man. So Esau can't even take a tenth of the shit, man, we've been through. But hey, man, the Lord don't care. Because when we was given into the hands of the Edomites, man, our Esau ain't show no mercy. So what does that mean? The Lord ain't gonna show no fucking mercy on you devils, man. Now you can read about that in the Zondervan, and the book of Obadiah goes into it, man. It's well fucking deserved, man. Verse 32, miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable is she that receive thy sons. So the Lord is bringing straight up miseries upon the land of America in these last days, man. You see, and this is the judgment that's befallen this place for what has been done unto the Israelites on this land. All the bloodshed, okay, and also all the wickedness that this land has exercised, man. Real quick, I want to grab a couple scriptures. Let's go to Habakkuk, okay, chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establisheth a city by iniquity. And we know and understand throughout history that this land was established, all right, by murder, rape, mass bloodshed, all right, of the Israelites, man. All right, by the Edomites, these so-called white people. You see, and fast forward to today, we can clearly see, right, that America itself is founded upon nothing but sin and iniquity. All right, there are no righteous principles, right, being upheld in the land of America, man. And why is that? Because we got the wicked in rulership. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Job 9:24, right? Let's go to the book of from there to Micah chapter 2, beginning in verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Once again, the wicked is in rulership, man. All right, and ultimately, knowing and understanding that the wicked is in rulership, all right, Esau is going to exercise wickedness, all right, to the fullest, man. All right, because ultimately that power is in his hand. You know, he ain't going to do righteousness like Isaiah the 26th chapter tells us, man. All right, he's not going to behold the majesty of the Lord, man. He wants nothing to do with the truth, man. Okay, Esau believes that his wickedness is the true order that should be implemented in the earth, man. Verse 2, it says, and they cover fields and take them by violence, and houses, and they take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. That's straight up Esau, man. Did Esau not take the land of America by violence, man? Okay, did he not oppress the Israelites, all right, and beat their heritage out of them? Said we was niggers, spics, coons, African Americans, blacks, you know, jigaboos, you know, and that's a curse too. When you go to Deuteronomy 28th chapter, when it said that we should become a proverb and a byword, meaning what? In this land, all right, in the land of our captivities, we will be referred and called everything but Israelites, man. You know, verse 3. It says, therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. So get ready, Esau. All right, the Lord is bringing bad times upon you. And we see those manifesting as we speak. And it's only going to grow worse and worse and worse from this point, man. All right. And this is being brought upon you because of everything you've done unto us as a nation and all the wickedness you've committed in the earth, man. Okay, so jumping back to Baruch, excuse me, chapter 4 and verse 33. It says, for as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall. And hey, man, these nations, especially Esau, man, they jealous of us. See, because the Lord is dealing exclusively with us, man. We us Israelites, man. Hey, we got the covenant, man. All right, the Lord ain't dealing with the other heathen nations. So they jealous of us, man. It says, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. You see, so as much as you was proud and how you was able to rule over the Israelites and afflict them. Okay, guess what? When the Lord brings his great judgment upon Babylon the Great, aka America, all right, that grief is going to be 10 times worse, man. Verse 34, for I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning. All right. Let's also grab this in the Apocrypha. All right. Second Esdras, the 8th chapter, and verse 50. It says, for many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. See, so the Lord is bringing these miseries upon you, Edomites, man, upon America, because what? You have waxed proud against the Lord of hosts, all right, Yahweh Bashim Yashai. All right, you have waxed proud against his people, all right, just because ultimately they're in subjection under you. But guess what? All right, you didn't consider the fact that the Lord gave us into your hands, man. All right, you don't give credit where it's due. Okay, you know, Isaiah the 10th chapter goes into that, verses 13 on down, I believe, man. You know, the Lord gave you the power to do what you did, man, but you don't give the Lord his credit, man. That's why when you fall, man, when you finally fucking fall, man, okay, it's going to be known. It's going to be known in the earth, man, That the only reason why you was able to rule is because the Lord gave you the power to do so. And it's also going to be known, ultimately, Esau, that you are just a man. You are not a God like you think you are, man. You're just a fleshly man. That's it in 2nd Ezra 8. Let's go back to Baruch, the 4th chapter. Okay, and verse verse 35. For fire shall come upon her from the everlasting. And what is that fire going into, man? The nuclear destruction and concentrated fire laser beams coming from the chariots, man. You can read about that in Isaiah the 6th chapter, verses 15 through 17, and 2nd Ezra 13th chapter, the first 11 or so verses also goes into it, man. All right, when Yahushua returns, like Yahushua, Michael, and the rest of the angels, man, they're going to fight against the armies of the nations, right, beginning with Edom, right? It says, long to endure, and she shall be inhabited of devils for a great time. And we read the same thing in Revelation 18, Lord, so we get that. Because also we understand that once, Babylon the Great, aka America, is going to be destroyed, that fire is going to burn for a very, very long time. You see, and it's not going to be inhabited by people no more. Okay? Real quick, let's grab Isaiah, the 34th chapter, and verse 8. It says, for it is the day of the Lord's vengeance and the year of recompenses for the controversy of Zion. So the Lord is bringing all these things upon you, and the ultimate destruction is getting ready to come upon you, or upon America, or upon Esau, Edom. Why? Because of everything that you've done against the children of Israel. Okay, so let's go from there to Revelation, the 18th chapter, all right, and beginning in verse 1, it says, and after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Which this is what's going to happen, all right, post destruction. All right, once again, because when you read further down in Isaiah the 34th chapter, it talks about a fire that shall never be quenched. Or the fire that the Lord brings upon this place is just going to burn for a very, 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 very long time. All right, then afterwards, it's going to be inhabited by these various different desert animals and creatures and then birds. And like the scriptures in Isaiah the 13th chapter says, doleful creatures. Right? Going on, verse 3. It says, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And how have they done that? By partaking in the ways of Babylon, all right, taking on their doctrines and then being influenced by their ways of life and philosophies and so on and so forth. It says, and the merchants of the earth are wax rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Because, the other nations, man, they're able to ship their products, over here and make money off of this place, man. A prime example, Japan and their automobiles. You got, like Toyota, Honda, Mitsubishi, right? Reading on, hey, when you look on like the tags of these clothes, and things of that nature, what does it say? Made in China, made in Taiwan, made here, made there. And see, so you got a lot of nations, all right, shipping their products and things of that nature over here, because America's a big consumer nation, all right, and ultimately, these nations, man, they're making money off America. Verse 4, it says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. And this is going to be when Yahushua, all right, brings his elect, all right, up into the chariots. All right, this is what is going into, man. Revelation 18:4 is specifically dealing with the chariot deliverance, all right, in which Yahushua, all right, he's going to come back with the angels of heaven and send the angels to gather his elect, all right, and beam them up into the chariots, right? Verse 5, for her sins have reached into the heaven, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities. So, hey, man, all the wickedness you've done and everything you've done to the Israelites, man, all right, the Lord has all of that in account, man, all of that in remembrance. You see, us brothers here at the GMS Indianapolis camp, we get together, once a week to do for our series called "For Thy Violence Against Thy Brother Jacob," which that's directly quoted from the book of Obadiah, and we're about, I want to say, maybe 82, 83 videos in, and hey, we haven't even begun to scratch the surface, all right, concerning the wickedness that has been done against our people by Esau, Edom, and so-called white men. But the Lord has everything in remembrance. Verse 6, it says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works in the cup which she hath filled to her double. So, hey, man, the captivity that Esau, Edom, and so-called white men serves in the kingdom of heaven is going to be twice as long, twice as hard. Okay, but the difference is we're going to rule in righteousness. You see, Esau was buck breaking our men, cutting off our men's genitals and putting in their mouths and shit, and just all manners of wickedness, man. All right, we ain't gonna do none of that fucking shit. All right, but we are gonna rule in righteousness, man, and beat your ass, Esau. All right, like the scriptures say, man, we're gonna have a rod of iron. All right, Revelation the 2nd chapter, and hey, Psalms 149 tells us, hey, we're gonna have a double-edged sword, for the purpose of executing punishments and judgments upon the heathen. You see, so hey, like I was going into earlier, man, hey, Esau bugging out and tripping now. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't fucking ready for what's getting ready to come, man. And you just gonna have to fucking deal with it. You see, because, hey, we just had to deal with what we went through as Israelites, right? In the kingdom, man, we're going to break Esau down to the fucking bone, man. For 1,000 fucking years. A thousand long fucking years, man. And they ain't going to be able to take that shit, but they going to have to deal with it. All right? Y'all going to have to fucking deal with it. We going to wear y'all motherfucking asses out, man. And the Lord's going to give us the power to do so. It says, verse 7, it says, how much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So, hey, man. Hey, there was a point in time where these Edomites, man, they ain't think no harm was coming to America. They thought America was just gonna go on forever and never and never. Like Psalms 49 says, the inward thoughts that the houses shall continue forever. Okay, but that ain't the case, man. It says, and when you deal with widow, all right, we know usually when we hear the word widow, it means a woman who was lost her husband due to death. All right, but when you go into the Edamon online, all right, it extends, all right, to a woman who's been separated from or deserted by her husband. You see, and Babylon the Great, aka America, has all these, various different lovers, aka the other nations. And guess what? We coming into a time where these nations are going to turn their back on America, right? Because ain't really, man, that's happening now. Because ain't none of these nations fucking with America like that, man. But the Lord gonna put the spirit on these nations to shoot missiles at this place, man. See, so nothing but sorrow is coming for the land of America, man. And we seeing it take place right now. Verse 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is the Lord power who judgeth her. And that fire is coming in the form of the missiles, as well as the concentrated fire laser beams coming from the chariots, man. Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning. And these kings and nations, man, they're not going to cry solely because Babylon is being destroyed. Babylon, America was so good. Why did they have to go? That's not the case. The main reason why these nations are going to bewail this place is because ultimately this is how they make their money. As we was going into it earlier, man, that the nations sending their products over here and making profit off of America. Hey, well, once America's destroyed, man, hey, that shit's going to be cut off, man. Right? Verse 10, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the scriptures tell us about how the Lord is going to make a speedy riddance of this place, America. All right, so, hey, man, hey, the Lord's is getting started with you fucking Edomites, man. All right, the Lord's is getting started, man. Hey, and the judgments and the sorrows that the Lord is going to bring upon this place from this point on, man, it's only going to grow worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. The Lord, he ain't going to let up on you Edomites, man. All right, you Edomites, y'all ain't let up on his people, man. So why should the Lord let up on you? The Lord ain't going to let up on you, man. You know? So, hey, man, I pray that this lesson was edifying to the body. I pray that you got something out of this. And without further ado, I'd like to close out by giving all the praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and preach his truth and sincerity. Shalom to the hopeful elect. And Lord's I see you in the next lesson. Until then, I say shalom.